It's the subject that won't go away. It is the giving away of the sovereignty of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. This came as an absolute bolt from the blue. Nobody expected it. The government say they have to do this because the International Criminal Court has said the islands ought to go to Mauritius. But Mauritius has never had sovereignty over the Chagos Islands at any point in history, and it was only an advisory ruling. So the arguments go back and forth. The government keeps telling us that the American administration are fully in favour of this deal because the 99-year lease on Diego Garcia, an essential military base, is something the Americans are happy with. 2 days ago, I was in a very full Mar-a-Lago. Let me tell you, every single American official I spoke to was deeply worried about this because just think about it. We had a 50-year deal with China over Hong Kong that they would maintain their democratic independence, and that's disappeared already. But no, the government insists that the Americans support it. I know damn well that the incoming Trump one won't. But the one thing that really interests me is the government say, but don't worry. The sovereignty of the Falkland Islands and the sovereignty of Gibraltar are not under threat because it's for the people that live in the Falklands and on the Rock of Gibraltar. It's for them to decide their fate. So I put this suggestion to the House of Commons earlier on today. Can we please, if we respect the sovereignty of Gibraltar and the Falkland Islands on the basis it's what the people want, can we have a referendum of all of the eligible Chagosians and let them decide what the future sovereignty of the Chagos Islands is? That surely is the only fair solution.
Minister. Mr. Speaker, we've been very clear that these were negotiations between the United Kingdom and Mauritius, and I've set out in the past the reasons for that. The interests of the Chagosians are absolutely at the heart of this agreement. As I said, I've repeatedly engaged with them. And I do find, Mr. Speaker, the honourable gentleman continues to speculate. With the greatest respect, he does not know the detail of what is agreed. He doesn't know the detail that has been shared. He doesn't know, Mr. Speaker, the detail that the national security apparatus of the United States has considered, and I am confident, Mr. Speaker, that he would have his concerns allayed when he sees the detail of this deal.
Dr. Andrew Murray.
Well, the idea that the Chagosians have actually really been consulted at all is for the birds. We've had previously on this show the leader of their community at several thousand strong. Fascinatingly, many of them still live in Crawley, right next to the airport at Gatwick, because they actually want to go back to the islands. But in previous times, they've been treated pretty badly by the Mauritians, mostly on the grounds of race.